Well, it's too late for that now. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the round 3 of the silver split of the ACC Sim Series. Today we are at the Cathedral of Crashing, Brands Hatch. And here's a fun fact for you. I'm not alone tonight because, as always, I got Race Department's very own podcast host, Paul Glover. Say something.
Good evening, everybody. How are we? Welcome to the Garden of England, i.e. Kent, as we're round 3 of the silver split in Brands Hatch. Should be a good one.
Yeah, I see we have some different interpretations about what Brands Hatch is.
Oh, I love Brands Hatch. It's one of my favourite tracks.
It
is an absolute, challenge to overtake.
That is an understatement.
Yeah, but you know what? It's one of those traditional tracks. It doesn't have the endless runoffs that we saw at Paul Ricard last week.
That is true, but you get to free gravel instead, like lots of gravel.
Yeah, but there's only the barriers are reasonably close to the track. There are a couple, especially around the back of the circuit. If you run wide, you're likely going to hit a barrier and get some damage. But generally, it's all about patience around here, because if you apply, a lot of people run wide around Paddock Hill Bend, which is a very, very famous corner in racing. Unfortunately, Formula One hasn't been here for quite some time.
That is unfortunate.
They were going to look at many, many years ago, buying up the houses around the circuit and improving the infrastructure to bring Formula One back, but that never happened. But it's still a great track. You still get a lot of great events, including the GT3s, which we're here for tonight.
Yeah, well, you also had the Indy cars.
Yes, and I've been to watch them around there, actually.
Crazy.
They literally did the Indy circuit as well. They didn't do the full Grand Prix circuit. So tonight it's the full Grand Prix circuit.
Yes, it is.
But they were doing like laps in like 40 seconds, maybe even less than that on the shorter track on the Indy circuit.
Right, but before we get to Brands Hatch, we got a few announcements to make. Let's see if we can find the button. How many members do you think we have right now?
I would say around about 1,000.
Wow, I made a slide for that. We made it over 1,000 members a few days ago, so go
We did indeed,
us.
which is great to see the community continuing to grow, isn't it?
Yeah. And I'm just saying, and I'm gonna type the link in the chat for you guys. If you aren't already a member, become a member today. Because it's cool and you get to dress nicely like me and Paul.
Well, you get to dress nicely like me at least.
Isn't that ugly a shirt, is it?
Come on, get into the festive spirit. For those of you that are in the UK, obviously yesterday was Christmas jumper day, so tradition which is, I'm sure other countries probably do something very similar. But I thought, why not? I wore the jumper yesterday while working from home, so I thought I'd do the
We'll
same
roll
again
with
today.
it. We'll
Yeah.
just roll with it.
Exactly. Yeah, making an effort.
Make it an effort, yeah. Alright, we got more announcements too.
Okay, crack
Oh,
on.
yeah, sorry, I was just distracted. Here we go. 3 hours of solder. ACCSS's first team event. January the 2nd. It's a Saturday. It's 3 hours. It's fun. It's on the Discord. Still room for more people. That means you viewers, it's still room for you.
In a tight track, but
It is a tight track. It's solder.
great to see where we're dipping our toe into team events after a lot of behind the
A
scenes
lot of time,
testing,
yeah.
which has taken place. I was in the first test event, but couldn't make the following one. But yeah, so a lot of efforts just got into to understand, because it's not, the whole joining the server malarkey is people have to do it in a certain order. But yeah, it's great to see. So yeah.
I mean, that'll be great. I mean, we got some technology that we borrowed from bigger and braver race leagues, I think. Like RCI and, not RCI and Apex Online, so it's gonna be cool, and again, it's on the Discord. A bit less big, but tomorrow, and I don't have a slide for this, I'm sorry, we're doing the Solo Endurance Championship 2.4 hours of Silverstone.
We are, and I'm taking part in that after the first round at a very wet Suzuka. I had a couple of technical issues, ended up at the back. So for the first few laps, I had to get past the GT4s, which on a wet track, as soon as you go offline, as you know, you run out of grip. So that was fun. And then once I got past the GT4s, I was like, right, now I can race. And I got into the top 10. But then the game, I had a couple of little issues with tires.
The game had many
I
issues.
Yes, but I learned some bits about the game I didn't quite understand. It's my first proper event in the wet like that, and this is why we are a rookie league. We are here to learn and adapt, and I know now how to overcome those mistakes which happen. So I'm looking for a better showing at Silverstone tomorrow. It's a great track. So double header for me tomorrow. Obviously,
Double header, that's great. And if you want to see Paul crash, we'll be live at 2 p.m. Universal Standard Coordinated Time thing. That's 2 p.m. London.
Same for GMT, so UTC
yes,
and GMT.
2 p.m. tomorrow, it'll be Gareth Ronda and me. But enough about that, because now it's time for tonight.
Can we, regarding tonight, don't forget, we have a new live timing system we've got running up and running for you tonight. So if you guys hit up pitwall.live, and then on the left-hand side, there is the burger menu where you can expand it out on the top left.
Maybe you can give them a link.
And if you go to live timing, there's an option there. But yeah, I can. You can also, if you sign up and have an account, it gives you more information, such as the track map, which I had an account, but I had to do a password reset before we went live. But yeah, it gives you the temperature, the track map, the countdown for the session, and it also tells you about any accidents that happen as well involving cars. And then it's got the live timing piece in the middle. It's still relatively new, but it's a great start, and we're happy to bring you this. But I'll put it in the chat.
Actually, the bot did it for you.
Brilliant. There we go.
Terrific bot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think that was Julian. So thank you, Julian, for sorting that out.
It's always Julian for some reason.
Right. Julian's a good boy. Well done, Julian.
Yes, Julian. The bot. Our resident Austrian is a bit angry.
Well, no, he put the code in to make the bot do it. That's why I'm
Yeah, but
thanking Julian. So thank you, Julian.
I'm just gonna make a quick detour. But when the robot rising comes, they'll remember me because I think the robot. I know. Anyway, the championship standings.
Yeah, it's close.
After it's close. After Jack Winters, double win last week, he is leading the pro split. And
Yeah, and I know I had a little look at the standings earlier on because, to be honest, it's something I regularly forget to do. And in both the pro and the AMs, you've got a leader kind of a gap away, haven't you? And then the others are all kind of like tightly packed, which is good to see because it's good for us because there's more
yeah.
outcomes that can happen.
What you're not seeing on the screenshot is on the table is that we got two leaders, Jack and Mims Man,
Yeah.
and then we got Victor, Schungel, Sikansi, and like a dozen more people within I think 15 points. So I mean, expect to see some action on that front tonight.
Yeah, and it's nice to see it so tightly packed, and I do love the fact we've got the two different splits in all of our Friday, Saturday, and Sunday
Yeah.
events. It just adds a little, as a driver who's not quite fast enough for the pros tier in my one, it just gives you something to work on and
It
battle
does,
for,
yeah.
and it puts a smile on your face, so it's good.
Yeah. And I think Daniel Ryan will appreciate that, leading the AM split currently. As you can see, so in 72 points.
Yeah, so that is quite a quite substantial gap, but this is brands. Anything can happen.
We are only halfway through the season, so.
Well, we got only one more round after this because it's a slightly shorter season.
Brands this week, Suzuka next week.
Yeah, yeah, and Mr. Ryan is the man that's obviously driving the very gorgeous Porsche livery, isn't he? Which I'm a big fan of.
The art car, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get to see that in a moment, I'm sure. And let me just check the timer. No, we got 2 minutes of free practice left. It's a great time for a fun fact. Do you have any, actually?
I do have a fun.
Yes, I missed those.
I have quite a few. So I asked the drivers a few questions. So Fabian let me know that he rated his the last round 0 out of 10. He says, but I'm afraid it could always go worse. Got to leave something for the upcoming races. So he's hoping to obviously do better. I asked the drivers, what's your target for round 3? Fabian says, I don't want to die. And then just a bit of a fun question. What's your favourite colour? Green, he says. So
that explains why Fabian is driving a very green car.
Well, yeah, I think that's, and I saw a lot of the answers I got on that question, which I think, hindsight, it was pretty obvious that they would answer that. Is that obviously they've gone for the colours of their cars, obviously. Jason Daly says he's hoping for a good run tonight after 2 poor events already on tracks. He had to learn. I am more comfortable on brands, though the competition in silver is very tough, and there are a lot of very quick guys, so it's will be very challenging tonight.
So yeah. There we have it.
I've got more if you want more.
Yeah, we have time for one more, I think.
Okay, all right. So Mr. Bartkus says he rates himself 7 out of 10 for round 2. Says he's happy that he managed to squeeze himself into the top 3 in AM class in both races, 6th and 8th overall, but I wanted to have a better ending against a pro split. I felt like I didn't have enough time. Probably would have crashed out. And also my qualifying pace is terrible. He says, for target for tonight, like to a top 10 if he's lucky, since Brands isn't one of his strongest tracks, and his favourite colour is purple.
Yeah. Right.
And he also sent me a link about how to pronounce his name. So
that I want to hear. Go for it, buddy.
Oh, well, hold on a second. So
what, you haven't practiced it?
It's Gintartus, yeah.
Gintartus?
Gintartus. Yeah.
Gintartus Bartkus.
Yeah.
I would have forgotten that tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I know. And I listened to it earlier on and I thought, I'll remember that. But of course I haven't. So I had to play it back in my ears just now. So yeah, yeah. So he goes, he said, sorry for a very annoying voice which was used to record it. So he sent me a link to one of those pronunciation websites. But no, thank you very much for the link. And I will keep that handy to remind myself of the pronunciation. So any other drivers that are watching and got some tips for pronunciations of your names, if we
Polonichu.
are butchering them, then please let us know.
Yeah, because you need them. Anyway, it is about good time. It is about time to go on the track.
Someone needs to put his teeth in, don't they?
Teeth. Oh, don't complain. I'm trying my best here.
Just to remind everybody, I will be, as always, I'll be keeping an eye on the steward sheets. I'll try to keep you up to date with any upcoming penalties. But we're here for qualifying, aren't we now, Lars?
Yes, we are. A good old split format. The red numbers go first, then the white numbers.
See, that's very. I like the way you kept that simple. Track temperature 31, and it's dry, which for the pros tomorrow, it's definitely not dry. But yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to get any rain during qualifying, does it?
I was promised Armageddon, but I'm probably not going to get it, as I'm now going to remember the button for actually putting on the right broadcasting mode.
It looks like Mr. Nearguard is the first man out on track.
Yes, and we'll show that in a second. I just forgot the buttons again.
So in
Control V, no.
Purple Ferrari.
I will cut to them in a moment. It's just I forgot. Paul, do you remember the button?
What, for the names?
No, for actually switching to broadcasting mode.
F3, buddy.
Oh, no, that's the cameras, but I need the layout.
F2 then. It's either F2, F3. Something
there
like
it is. Thank you. Sorry for that.
It's okay.
We forget it every week. So who do you want to look at? Now we are on camera.
Well, Nearguard is the first man who's going to set a lap, so I think he's
very well. Start. We shall go on Nearguard.
He's got Rodriguez very close behind. I mean, if I was Rodriguez, I'd be looking to back off a little bit here. I mean, I don't really get the point because you're going to ruin each other's lap.
Yeah.
I don't understand this. I just don't understand it because he wants to get past. Look,
I see that, and the viewers will hear it in a second when we put game audio on.
But yeah, I don't really. I'd be backing away. I mean, the challenge here at Brands Hatch is, and this is why it's quite good that we've got the split qualifying, is that
it's tiny. It's a tiny track.
Exactly that, and back markers and pits and things. You know, it's going to be a lot of luck during the two races tonight. So, you want to give yourself enough space. I just don't understand why Rodriguez hasn't backed off, because if I was Nearguard, I'd be a little bit distracted by him behind me. And Rodriguez wants to set the fastest lap that he potentially can. So, but Spitz is now ahead of Nearguard. So this is Brands Hatch.
It's gonna get confusing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is going to be a little bit. Yeah.
But one could also argue that Rodriguez has a reason to actually attempt to sabotage Nearguard because they are equal on points.
Yeah, I guess. But if you want to beat the man ahead of you or beat your competitor, you want to give yourself a fighting chance.
Yeah, that's true. I just need to double check here. He is not on an outlap, is he? No, he did win off-road. So that'll mean Rodriguez will be the first one to set a time in a few seconds.
Is it not Nearguard? Nearguard, there we go.
No, Nearguard went. No, he actually went off-road on my screen, but
1:25.6 has been set, and then Rodriguez is nearly a second off. So yeah, I mean, I think it's because he hasn't given himself the space. Let's
go to our championship leader, Daniel Ryan. Who takes a very interesting line.
Runs a little bit wide. He's got is that Lexus closely behind him?
It certainly looks like it.
So Mr. Rain has just popped up with into 8th position. So we've got Ryan, Nearguard, Dahl, Guardsteg, Tan, Luca, Rodriguez, Rayner. Oh, and Hodge just popped into 4th there. So.
Oh, that's good. That's good. He needs to show something.
With 10 minutes of their session remaining.
I'm gonna go on with Moro because I mean she has let me down, but she was setting some good times in what's called practice. And according to the display that you
So,
guys don't have, she is currently up 3 tenths. I'm an optimist. While
so
we
yeah,
wait for
she was fourth in free practice. So yeah, I mean your optimism
my
even more.
optimism, yes.
Yeah, optimism. I should put my teeth in now.
You
But
should.
yeah, you know, it, free practice. We don't know what fuel loads people are running, but I think she'll want a better showing than she had last time out.
Yeah. And speaking
She
of
had to,
people
she had to ease
showing,
off. She had to ease off a little bit out of that corner up the hill, now into the left hander. The final corner is quite a tricky one actually because
it is.
you can take off too much speed and also not give yourself enough momentum as the car slides a little bit pedal to the metal, and she coming up to across
A really
the
good time,
line
actually.
and puts herself fourth. Yeah, currently, so
I see
half a second
third,
off.
but yeah,
That's good. That's good. I think she'll be pleased with that.
she should be. That's her best qualifying this season.
Well, it's not over yet. Don't
It
get ahead
is
of
not,
yourself.
but I can tell you we're back to Ryan because he is actually setting a faster time. Even faster. But while we wait for him to get in, I got a question for the Honor Storm fan group. Because I know you're here. Which leads to the question, where is Arno?
He.
Yeah, he's not here.
Oh, Ryan loses it a little bit.
Quite a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Not how you do a fast time. We're going with Gordon Stick right behind him because he is on a fast one. As we see, no, we don't see anyone. Yatka setting a good time, actually.
You'll be pleased to know there's been no contact between any drivers during the qualifying session,
That sounds
great,
unbelievable.
which is what you want. So so 1:24.8. I mean that's quick, isn't it?
It is. I'm not exactly aware of the fastest lap times around here, but I couldn't do F1 124.
Well, I was doing on the practice server, which is a little bit greasy, a little wet. I think I was doing 126s, 127s. So,
Yeah.
and I do like brands when it doesn't matter what game am I racing around brands. I just seem to have knack. I'm not necessarily the quickest, but I'm competitive. So I'm hoping for a decent race tomorrow. But it's like I say, it's one of my favourite tracks, if not probably my favourite track. And I know that's very unusual, but maybe it's because I used to live 10 minutes away from it.
You are a bit biased, yes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Aika guy, yes, this is the silver split. But it's a bit weird because we have a pro split and an AM split inside the split. The red
Yes.
guys are the AM drivers.
Yeah, they're the AM drivers, and then we have the pro guys, which are in the white badges. So they'll be out when the clock hits 15 minutes remaining. So, but you haven't given a mention to the guys who got penalties.
You know what? I think you want to do that, right? Actually, I'm going to go on one of them, and you can tell about him.
So we have 3 drivers this evening that are serving penalties. One of those being Mr. Shubak Shattery. It's got to start from the pit lane this evening. And then we've got Olivia Hamu, who has a grid penalty. And also Nathan Wells will be starting from the box this evening. So
I'm actually going to go to Wells here, so you can see he is not even trying.
yeah, so I mean, Chattery can do the qualifying session, but he has to make sure he doesn't hit drive on the countdown, so the car then gets plonked into the pit, so he shouldn't appear on the starting grid. Hopefully, one of the stewards is keeping an eye on that and making sure that it happens.
I mean,
But
all he has to do is not press drive.
It's great to see. Car 108 has just been disqualified. Would that be the man we were just talking about?
That would be Chatterjee, yes. But I I don't actually know who's in charge of the stewards team tonight, but I
Well,
know
that's Mr. Norberg, and actually, to be honest, I should be paying attention to the text chat.
you probably should.
Yes, and
Actually, I
he
probably
has been
should.
trying to get the attention of Mr. Chattery, but he wasn't paying any attention, so he got kicked. So,
Okay,
and that is what happened. So,
that is what happens.
yes. So yeah. So I think we've missed Mr. Henley setting a faster time.
Yeah,
Doing
I'm
all
sorry
that.
we did that. Actually, let's go back to him.
And look where Miss Morale is.
Oh, that's a good one too. That is second.
Yeah, so Henley first with a 1:24.7, followed by Morale, less than a hundredth of a second behind that. Then closely followed by Ryan, and then it's Strom, Dahl, Hodge, Nearguard, Guardsteg, Rodriguez, Jadke, Mr. Rayner, and then Luca, Spitz, Pan, Van Gastel, then Jonathan Shungle, Eric Scholtens, and Mr. Davies, rounding out your
but-
amps.
Yeah. I just want to say though, Brian Dell, as we're currently looking at, I don't think I've ever seen him qualify this well.
I'll be honest, I'll take your word for it. I can't remember. So.
I'll be entirely honest, I don't even remember seeing him, so I don't think he has been qualifying that well, but hey, great on him. P5 so far.
Yeah, great. It's great to see. And, that's a quick time as well. 1:24 from 70s. Is he going any faster on this current one? Because I don't have the...
Who again? Who's saying?
Mr. Henley, is he going any faster?
No, he is not.
Okay.
Ryan, however, is going faster, as we'll see now, as he goes into the pole.
Because look at that, 21:24.6.
Nice.
Because I'm running the pit wall one, I can't run the local broadcasting app at the same time because you can only use the API of the game once. So
well, now we know.
It means I can't see the live timing that you're seeing. So yeah.
Well, I can tell you we're gonna go to Nearguard because he's up 4/10 already.
Ooh, very nice. So coming down the back straight into the right hander. Again, you can carry some decent speed in here.
You can also have a massive crash.
Yeah, and I hear as well into the next right hander, you can kind of like feel like you can sort of just scrub a bit of speed off. And then as you get up to the hill, I kind of brake on the second brake marker over to the right, take as much curb as you dare, and then on the brake marker here, slam it. So he missed the apex there on that corner. Comes down the next straight into the final corner. Looking reasonably tight.
He is still 3/10 up.
Where will that put him, do you think?
Now 2/10. He'll get he'll P6. That works.
P6. That's
and
nice.
I'm gonna immediately jump to Julio Rodriguez because he's already 3/10 up.
Nice.
And this is not if he goes off track, of course, but this has championship implications.
Yeah, so Rodriguez, though, has got Shungle right ahead of him in the BMW.
The only BMW we have in this league, I think.
No, there's a couple in the pros.
Oh, okay.
In the pro split on Sunday, and that's Horio and forget the other driver's name. But they were battling quite a lot. Actually, I think it might be Ryan Ware. They were literally both races, race 1 and 2. They were on each other like anything. So,
but as a BMW driver is one to do, I guess. That goes donk.
And
I think he's going back to the pits now.
I think he might be. So,
but we're going with Henley now because he's 3/10 up, 2/10 ish.
So talking to Mr. Henley,
that's a pole time.
He gave himself a 3 out of 10 for the last round. So he had a good quali, but got spun round at the exit of turn 2, lap 1 in race 1. But a good fight back. Race 2, good fight at the start, but must have had a bit of lag because I didn't feel any touches shown on stream with Grey Tricks. Must have just bumped sideways accidentally, so apologies for that. Then obviously pushed into the wall on the straight. Aim is to try and face the same way all race and not touch anyone this evening, and his favourite colour is green.
Well, shouldn't that be your goal every week?
Well, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, lag issues do happen from time to time.
Yeah, they do.
As we know, and a little bit frustrating. I mean, in the race last week, there was a couple of really weird spikes, and I don't think it was necessarily server related, but I think it was potentially, some link which all of us take to get to, and everybody had a momentary. All the cars in front of me suddenly just jumped off track, and then we're back on track. I mean, something you just can't control these elements sometimes, and
Nope,
that's
that
the
is life.
nature of sim racing, isn't it, Lars? So,
Yep. Always a technical issue.
not always,
I
but
mean, usually it is in my case. Well, it's in my case.
right. So the countdown's below 15 minutes, so or just coming up to 15 minutes even.
Yeah,
So
that will mean who is the last person on track here. I can see the number at 1-4 something.
one.
Now he will not make it, which means we got 4 times on. We're just looking at Gordestick now because he's on a good time. Moral and Hindley are also on good times, but we'll see where they land.
Yeah, Schultes goes into the pits and gets out his way. Where will he end up? Will he make an improvement? He will. Very, very nice.
And we're going direct. No, there's Moral and there's Henley.
That was Hodge is coming round to complete the lap as well. Sorry, I know you're.
No, because he is invalid right now.
Oh right, okay.
So that means the AM split is over qualifying, and it's time to look at the Pro split.
Spitz and Van Gastel's just hit the pits. I don't know when Spitz would have crossed the line, so they might be allowed to complete this lap.
No, because they didn't cross the line before the 15-minute mark.
Did they not?
No, I double checked. Right. I actually checked that this time.
Okay, all right, good stuff.
Call me a professional, sir.
Well, if I did, I'd probably be lying, wouldn't I?
Yeah, probably would. But that's it.
Okay,
If the viewers gave me money.
We're looking at the man whose name squeezes onto the leaderboard.
Juan Fuch. Chances to you.
Juan rates himself 8 out of 10 for the last round. However, he said he was killed in the first lap. He doesn't say which race. I can't remember. He says, target for round 3, not to be killed, have a normal race about instance. You do know this is Brands Hatch, Juan, don't you? And he says his favourite colour is yellow.
Interesting. Let's go on board with him because it's an Audi. I just love the inside of an Audi.
Paddock Hill Bend, what a great corner.
What a nice corner.
Come out wide left. He wants to probably run a little bit wider, but without touching the gravel into the hairpin onto the right. I forget the name of the corner. I know it's very famous. Coming down to Graham Hill Bend. Get more over to the right there, and then touching the left curb. I often get truck cuts on the exit of Graham Hill. This corner has a couple of different lines. You can either go tight like he's doing, which is what I do, but he's probably carrying a little bit too much speed. Now down the back straight with a car up ahead. Hopefully we won't catch them and scrub any time. Move over to the left, drop down one gear. He's dropped down 2 there, and that's where he's losing speed. He's not carrying enough through that corner. Into the next right-hander. Take the curb, that's it. Run a little bit wide, that's it. You want to be hearing the tyres hitting the red and white curbs. On this corner again, he probably wants to be
aggressive.
He wants to be over more to the left though, to kind of make that corner a little bit more cute. Into the left again, you want to be hitting that apex. Now, as you come into the final corner, get over, touch the brakes around about now, turn the steering wheel sharp into the right, and then put that foot down and get yourself out. And let's see what he crosses the line with.
Hopefully a car.
And
not inspiring, but that's life, isn't it?
Yes.
You know what? We will go on with. Let's find. Let's go with the.
So
that's not a car.
Mims is currently the highest position pro.
Ah yes, let's look at my favorite car. Let's look at my favorite car in the grid.
Yeah, you love this car. I love this car
Herbie car.
Yeah, it's a classic. The only thing that lets it down is the fact it's got 53 twice on it. It doesn't quite work for me.
Well, that's life.
I know. That's life.
That's life.
That's what all the people say. And hello to everybody that's joined us this evening. If you haven't caught it already, I'm sure Julian will put a link into chat, but we do have some live timing for you this evening.
And some singing, apparently.
As well, yeah. And I don't charge extra either. Yeah.
You're not charging anything.
No, I'm doing this for free. I do this for the love. So, unfortunately, Minsman's caught up with the Aston Martin ahead, which is probably going to disrupt him just a little bit.
Tiny bit. And yes, we're gonna stick with that car because it's
And
pretty.
it's Meadows ahead as well. So Mr. Meadows, where's he currently? He's currently in
Ooh.
24th position.
Yes, let's go look at him. No, he's in front of you, of course. And now he goes to the pits.
Yeah.
No, not him. Do we have any Lewis Hawkins fans here tonight? That's a great question, but you might have.
I don't have any facts about Lewis Hawkins.
Right, then we'll just go to the championship leader, Jack Winder, who is
I
on
do
the
have facts
grass.
about Jack.
I'm sure you do.
He gives himself a 10 out of 10 for the last round. He said maybe it was a bit silly to fight so hard with the Amspec driver in race 2, but he says he's still learning. Goal is tonight is to keep it clean, as I am 1 penalty away from a grid penalty. So that's a good observation. And his favourite colours, funnily enough, are yellow and green.
And we just want to clarify, I said in the first stream, yes, it was the Norwich City colours, because he's from Norwich, but it's actually an Ayrton Senna tribute. There you go. Okay. Editorial courage. I just said the truth. But he hasn't set a lap time yet, though.
No, I think he's been sitting in the pits. He's been waiting for either some cars to go in and create some space. Sometimes I do that. I just go out later than everyone else just to give myself a bit of breathing space. And like I say, you're going to need it around here. So into Paddock Hill Bend. Can we go on board with him, do we think?
Yes, we can. Absolutely. Another one.
Paddock Hill Bend, up under the bridge. That's where I tend to brake, is just under the bridge. Into the right-hander, comes out, uses all the track, which is good to see, over to the right-hand side. You see the difference here? He's using more of the track, and he's exploiting as much.
He is going to the limit
as possible. Yeah. So into the left-hander here, and then again just brings the car wide onto the red and white strips, now down the back straight. So visually, it's looking quick. Whether it is, it's another matter. Into the right-hander, drops down 1 gear. Into the right-hander. Into the next one. Down the hill. This one's quite tricky because you can sometimes carry a little bit too much speed.
That was good. That was a good angle.
That was good. Yeah. Into the left-hander. Look at that. Gets the apex, now runs out wide.
I hope this time is valid.
I reckon this might be a pole lap, but we shall see. Into the last and final corner, down to second.
Let's see how it is.
Do that in thirds, but obviously each car is slightly different. Where does this put him?
Only 15th somehow.
Ooh.
Which means I'm gonna have to. Actually, I know what I'm going to look at here.
Paul Greatrix is the highest placing pro now.
Yeah, for some reason
currently the AMs are ahead, which is a little bit concerning right now.
Somehow this always happens.
Yeah, I think it might be. But the track's now. I mean, I don't know when the track went optimum, but we're looking at Roundtree now.
Yep.
Behind Thorpe as he comes out of the last corner. Get that slipstream. Get it.
Take
it for all it's worth.
It didn't help, but that was too much slipstream.
There. That was a little bit too close.
That was too much slipstream. Let's see who.
Here, right. So he's got a decision to make now. Your lap's ruined. What do you do? Because you want to create a bit of a gap between you and Thorpe, but there's 2 cars right behind you. So I'd be looking at my leaderboard, trying to work out if I let those 2 cars behind, is there a gap? Well, not really.
No,
that's the problem.
We're gonna go on Balin Kiss here, who is missing apparently. There he is. He is on a better lap than usual.
Yeah, second to last corner. Oh, runs a little bit too hot into there. Gets a little bit of a squiggle on. It's on the final corner.
It's not gonna be a world beater, but it is a lap.
He got early on the throttle there.
Still only P21. And we're gonna go directly back to Mimsman, who, while we were looking away, same fastest.
Popped into second position. So, how's he looking on this lap? Is it any faster?
Same speed currently. But I mean, he is currently 0 thousandths behind Henley. Zero
Oh,
thousandths. How do you even do that?
wow.
Never
And then
mind.
he goes
That's fixed.
fastest
That's a pole
with a
position for
124.3.
Herbie.
Yeah. So hundreds of a second behind is Mr. Henley. It's tight. It's close.
Oh yeah.
So what I want to do now is, you still got AMS in second, third, and fourth. 5 minutes to go at quali. Hopefully that changes. But otherwise, some pros are going to have some real battling
Yeah,
on their
there aren't
hands.
really any hot laps going on. Let's see, Mauricio Rodelli is sitting something. But while we're doing this, and I'm just looking into chat, you're also forgetting that we have Assetto Corsa events.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, that's what Gareth has been organising, as in with Powell, I believe.
Yeah, because we have all these Christmas events from December on the 21st until January the 2nd. And there are some Assetto Corsa events there too, so it's
Yeah,
fun.
and whilst we've got a moment, it's worth pointing out that there's been some announcements from the guys that run the service for simracing.gp. There was a blog post the other day, with some great
Oh
updates
yeah, let
around
me
the
just find it
community
actually.
and new features that are being added. So Discord integration. They're now starting to support mods for Assetto Corsa, which is what Gareth's involved in. They've been making changes to the UI and the UX. There's community customization tools. They've now enabled mixed class racing, which is why we've got the AMs and the pro splits in the events on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And they've also announced that Race Room and AMS2 are coming soon. So some great stuff. There is an article also at racedepartment.com. Go and check that out. But do go to simracing.gp and join the waiting list. It really is a great platform.
It
So
really
love
is.
it.
We've been using it for 6 months, and it's, I'm not gonna say 100% stable, 95% stable,
Yeah, I mean,
99%.
like anything, it's going to have bugs, right? I mean, we've seen Cyberpunk this week, haven't we? So that's a prime
Oh dear, yeah.
example. But yeah, I mean, but they listen. They like our ideas. They've implemented quite a few of mine, which is really good. And it's just nice to be able to give something back to a platform that gives us the ability to do these great races. So,
Yeah.
Mr. Winter, how's
Yes,
he doing?
because he is half a second up currently.
Okay, so that would put him maybe what, fourth, fifth,
Ooh,
unless he
yeah.
gains some more time.
I mean, I hope he gets more time because he has a championship to win.
Got a car ahead. I mean, that was pretty quick.
My
He's
timing
in the
app.
action.
My timing app says half a second.
Okay, so he's not going to get pole, but fifth maybe, sixth. There you
Six
go.
works. That works. That he needs that.
Well, yeah, especially the fact if you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he'll be
Oh,
on the left-hand
commentator
side.
curse. Commentator curse.
You want to be poor Roundtree, yes.
Martin Roundtree.
You want on this track at the start. Ideally, you want to be on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
So you want to be first, third, fifth, seventh, 9th, 11th, 13th, 15th. You get the
I get that
gist.
idea.
Because the first two corners are right-handers.
Great Tricks is up second.
If you're the other car, you get to Graham Hill, Ben. You're on the inside. You're okay.
Yeah, and Great Tricks is up to second.
Nice. Look how close that is.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get closer because I'm gonna go. No, Jack Winner just cussed it when I look at him. Never mind. That's 2 on the commentator's curse today.
Okay, so how's Hawkins has just started a new lap? Is it worth
You know
keep
what?
an eye on him?
Let's look at him. Let's go on board, actually.
We haven't looked at him. We've got to try and give some love to drivers that we don't normally
Yeah.
follow.
Although I mentioned Hawkins once today. That counts for something.
Onto the back straight. He's got a car right behind him. That will be a little bit distracting.
Well, not if he crashes.
The other car has backed off, or maybe has quit.
I think he backed off.
That gives. I think they pulled over.
Well,
So,
that was a bit of a Tokyo drift, I think.
Nice. Oh, he's run wide there. I think he
Oh,
might carry enough speed though.
I still think it's valid though.
Yeah, I think it is. Oh, he had to ease off there. He's run wide. He's that one. If you run wide, you're kind of really in trouble. Into the second to last corner.
What does my
We've got
timer
30
sit?
seconds.
Nah.
He could do another lap here. He's got time. So Mims Man still on. He's just started another lap.
Ah, you blew that one. Yeah, we're gonna go to Mimsman because Hawkins lap is not gonna be that good, I'm afraid.
How's Winter doing? He's round the back of the track.
Currently, he is on the same time.
Okay.
I'm afraid there aren't really any groundbreaking times to look at.
No,
actually, there is. I'm gonna cut to Victor because he's up 3/10 according to the super hidden display.
Nice.
And that is the third time I ruined the race today. That is the third time someone crashes when I click their name.
Okay, Paul Greatrix is round the back part of the circuit, and
he's half a second down. Half a second down.
Okay, but he's still trying. He might pull it into the pits. He might find a half a second. He might not, but you never know.
I don't
think
he's not giving up. He's not going to find half a second here, but...
Oh, and he runs wide. He's pushing so hard. Okay. Ridelli might be the next one that's crossing the line, I think. Car 161 is currently in 24th.
Yeah, I was on him a moment ago. For some reason, Andy Forbes is on my camera, but he's done. Yeah, Ridelli's up half a second. Never mind.
Yeah. Kiss now, currently
Kiss is the last guy. Never mind. You know what? We're just going to prepare the grid walk. We're just going to prepare the grid. We're just preparing the grid walk now.
Hard, aren't they? And that's what it is. They're overdriving.
You know what?
He's still going to cross the line, though.
Yeah,
he still wants to cross the line.
It's not gonna matter.
Yeah, but he wanted to, so let him. Okay.
So we're gonna do the grid walk in a few seconds. Don't worry, Paul. You'll have all those nice names to pronounce.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. So
I mean, I could do it if you want to, but
while we're waiting for the session to cross over, and don't forget you can check out pitwall.live for live timing. If you sign up for a free account, you get a lovely track map. You get to see, gives you announcements like purple laps for car number, what, and also tells you about any incidents between the drivers. Tells you about flags, so forth. So
there are many things you can do.
Yeah, I, to be honest with you, I haven't really played around with it a great deal, but I'm liking the look of it. I used it when I helped out with the SRO stuff earlier this year when we were in full lockdown. So
yeah. Hey, dear viewers, do you know what else you should be doing? That's right, you should be subscribing to ACCSS here on Twitch.
Yes, you should.
Yeah.
Why not? Why don't you do it?
Yeah, why don't you do it?
Subscribe now. You'll feel better about yourself.
Yeah. You know, you'll grow chest hair and your skin will be prettier, you know?
I mean, we can't say that, but yeah.
No, we can't actually promise that you become prettier by subscribing to our Twitch channel, but...
The only way you might become prettier is through plastic surgery. We can't condone that either, so, you know.
No, but if you pay us, we can get plastic surgery.
We could tell you if you pay us, I will tell you you're beautiful.
Yeah, you're right. If you pay us, we'll be your friend.
It's good to see the big boss man's in stewarding tonight. And I think he's driver steward, isn't he, tonight? I think. Oh, no, actually, Nick.
No.
That's actually Nicholas, but I see Mr. Dan Terry is in the steward's room. So
yes, he is. And after his wins yesterday.
Yes, yeah. So it just shows you for those of you who don't know, to get new drivers on board, we have evaluation races, and all those take place, would you believe, at Brands Hatch. So Mr. Dan Terry had taken part in a lot of evaluation races, and that really showed last night. So practice does indeed make perfect.
It does. And you know what, Mims Ma'am, who we were trying to look at here.
Yes.
I've told this story before, but I'm going to tell it again because we have a few moments.
Mm-hmm.
See, I raced my evaluation race against him.
Uh-huh.
And he picked the wrong car. He picked the Porsche 911 Cup car by accident.
Yeah.
And he still finished in the best third. He knows Brands Hatch and he knows how to go fast in a Porsche. I
Okay.
just like that story. There we go. Gridwalk time.
Yes, indeed.
Indeed, and I'm gonna move my hands slightly because now I have to operate 4 buttons at the same time.
Oh,
Up a bit. Is that a good
it's a
angle?
sunny. Yeah, that'll do, won't it?
Well, do you want to do the names or should I?
Do you know what? This week you have a go.
Alright. On
You
pole
put
position. Matter Mims Man, not his real name. Paul Greatrix. Second row, Ollie Henley. Daniel Ryan. Serenity Moral, Jack Winder. Alvin Strum, Dell. Brian Dell, actually. Lunatics, known from YouTube. Hawkins, known from this race. Shut up. I'm good at this. Hodge, the vegan power mobile Fabian Poigny. It's a carrot on the car. Martin Roundtree. And the 1980s, I mean, Gustav Gordestik.
That's a great livery, though.
That's amazing livery.
It's a great livery.
Sikansi, Daly, Meadows, Niego, my homeboy. Kevin Tan, who would like to remind us he's not from Singapore. Balin Kiss, who is from Hungary. Hungary, whatever.
Hungary.
I'm trying my best here, man. Rodriguez, Trudvillo. Sanchez in another great livery, but that's an in-game one. Our lead head steward, Leonard Schungel. Guldenitz, a blank space. Eriksson, Jatke. Orb, Fukta. Our Cockney homeboy, Adam Rayner, followed by the younger Schungel, Jonathan. Luke, Schultens, Spitz, Van Gastel, Davis, Nathan Wells from China, Oliver Hamo from RCI, Subjat Chatterjee from, I don't know, and on the last base, Marco Ridelli. And that will be your grid.
So Wells, Olivier Hamu, and Shubik Chattery are all serving penalties.
Yes, they will.
Should be starting from Chattery, and Wells should be starting from box, and Hamu has a grid penalty. So just a bit of news about Nathan Wells. He took part in an event earlier on at Imola, and the man has some pace. So unfortunately, this is Brands Hatch. So as I've mentioned many times, it is tight run here. Overtaking can happen, but you're generally looking for the other car to, make a mistake, and then especially in Paddock Hill Bend, when you go up the hill, if you go run wide or you don't take the corner as fast as you can, you lose momentum. It does give the other car an opportunity during the hair, but it doesn't mean you're definitely gonna. If you go to the left, if you go into the right, and make the other car go around the outside, it is a challenge for them to be able to make that move stick. But also down the back straight as well, coming out of the corner, down to the back straight. Again, it's easy to run wide and lose momentum. So they're really, for me, the two overtaking spots. And it's just about applying pressure to the other drivers to make a mistake around here, because mistakes will happen. And I am praying that these guys can make it clean for the first lap. I'm not so worried about Paddock Hill Bend because everybody knows about it. I'm concerned about the third corner tonight, because it kind of closes in on you, and drivers need to be sensible. There's 2 races tonight, 30 minutes with a mandatory pit for a tyre change.
Well, you just said everything I wanted to say.
Yeah, I'm a pro, me.
You're a pro, me.
I'm looking forward to this.
I was praying for rain, but I'm not getting that.
No, I'm afraid not. I think you're looking for tomorrow in the pro split for rain. I think. But I mean, we've had rain once, didn't we, in round 1?
And it was glorious.
And it was an absolute mess, wasn't it?
I'm just saying, I told the Silver Split here a few days ago, send it. Give us some good television. Oh. I'm just hoping to hurt us.
So, Wells is in the pits. Chattery is in the pits. We've also got Rodelli in the pits.
Yeah, maybe he just disappeared. I don't
So,
know, because he was back in the grid, but he did send a time, I think.
okay.
Let's just play a game of who's also not here. As Pinelli is not here because he has an inflamed colitis, I think it was called.
Okay.
I have no idea what it
I wonder
is.
where you were going with that.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's a body part. Uh,
Yeah, I don't
no,
know what that is.
yeah, no.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
I hope he feels better soon, whatever that is.
yes.
Yeah.
No Arnold Storms for reasons I don't know.
Or his fan club won't be happy.
What is his fan club?
Well, they're not here tonight. They're not giving him the power, so that's why he's not. I guess that's why he's not here.
Yeah,
But
that makes sense.
They're not here to give him the power. So, yeah, no power, no race. I guess.
I guess that's true.
So,
Come on, any pre-race favorites? It's a good time to tell them, both you, Paul, and the viewers.
I I I I go on really well with Mims. I like him. I'd like him to do well, but a part of me wants Mr. Winter to do well. It'd be interesting to see how the AMs are doing there, because you got to. We look at the leaderboard. You have got Mimsmans who's pro, Greatrix is pro. Then we have got Henley, Ryan, and Morrill who are all AMs. Then followed by Winter who's pro. So Winter's battles with Mimsmans. It isn't with the 3 cars ahead of him.
Yeah,
So
because they're not actually fighting each other, but
will the AMs let them past?
that's a good
They don't
question.
have to, but will they?
Well,
Probably not. They're battling against each other, and that's probably not going to happen. It's tight. Like I say, keep saying it's tight around here.
I am gonna go with a
Something
creative bid here and say Ryan is gonna win,
Okay.
even though he's AM. Right,
Okay.
they're lining up. Are you ready?
I am ready. Are you ready? I was born ready.
I feel ready.
Well, good. Okay.
Let's go find a good camera angle to watch the crashing.
Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on the back.
Yes, and we'll be looking at the front. 30 minutes or go in a moment. Now, let's go. Actually, I gotta go a helicam. No one seems to be killing each other.
Oh, not yet, not yet. But there's a car at the back. Lukey's gone wide into the Paddock Hill bend at the back there, and he's had a bit of contact with Davies. But generally, it's looking relatively clean. Ooh, even into the hairpin at the top. So the guys that are in the pits have now been released. So Shattery's now catching up. Wells is also on his way down.
Yeah, and the front of the race looked pretty clean, actually.
Wow.
That was
Wow.
unusual.
Yeah, let's not knock it. Let's.
I'm not knocking it. I am not knocking it. I'm just shocked.
It's unbelievable. Right, Mimsman still in the lead then.
Oh yeah. Greatrix was hot on his tail.
Woo! Gone a little bit wide. I'm just going to keep an eye. There's any. I think 777 might have.
Yeah, he is. Pointy is definitely falling down on the rankings. I can see that.
78, I think, had something.
No, 777 is Sikansi.
Okay, yeah.
He is also not. He apparently, I think he hit Pointy then.
Okay, so yeah, so there's a few incidents.
And there are some
9 incidents for the stewards to look at, so they're picking those up. Oh, it's tight at the back here with Pointy and Luca and Shattery.
I will look because we have a battle for third.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just.
Henley is Ryan is very much looking at the button. Henley, and he just wipes out half the track furniture.
Yeah. So it's tight, but it's clean in the back, which is really, really good to see throughout the field. A couple of instances, but I think we'll keep that thumbs up, Lars, eh?
We will see.
Looking back from the rear spoiler, Mr. Henley runs a little bit wide out of Bram Hill Bend.
We can see Alvin Strom, the son of Eric Strom, is also well, he's interested, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He had a good race out, solid performance last time as well. These guys are breaking away this top 5, aren't they? But I mean,
it certainly looks like it.
Leaving this quadruple behind a little bit as well, though. Look, 1.3 seconds.
Yeah, that was a bit of a gap here.
So
let's go down here, Boomatics.
So
as he goes past his, that'll be his girlfriend, yeah.
Oh, he's gone wide, and she's now able to go on the inside, but that's also let Winter past as well.
Bum bum bum.
So stewards, just to give you a bit of an update, 3 instances so far, or all no further actions or warnings, so nothing to really report. Make that 4. So that's good to see as well.
I am pleasantly surprised, actually.
Yeah, it's great.
Which is
It
not.
really is. Oh,
Whoa! No, no, that
oh!
was leg spike. That was leg
That was
spike. He's
lag.
fine. He's fine.
Oh,
That was Jack.
oh.
I almost had a heart attack there.
Yeah, me too. Me too. He's
He's going for it,
on the
and
inside.
that sticks. That's
the best line. I said this anyway. Bunatix is also now making a move on his girlfriend.
Comes
And
easy, goes easy.
And Dahl behind is looking a little bit hungry too. So I'm just going to have a look and see
He's
where
flashing Jack. That sounded wrong, but he's flashing Jack.
Wells isn't making the progress I was expecting to make.
Well, he has to catch all the cars. I see we have someone in the pits already.
And that is... Oh, who is it? Is there someone in the pits? I don't see anybody with a pit against it.
Now, it helped you really then. I just looked at the track map.
Well, Wells and Golden Hits to the back have just had a little bit of a contact. That was a bit avoidable. Right. So, Min Mam's in the lead. That gap's come down a little bit.
But it's not over.
So, yeah, he's not running away with it as much as I thought he would do, because I thought he was going to lead. But these top 3 are now breaking away. That Lexus is fast.
It's always Lexus drivers for some reason.
Yeah, and Strom just not...
Okay, I see the first penalties coming.
Right, so 5-second penalty for car 184 for contact with car 78. And that's for Mr. Hawkins.
Yes, we were focused. Who's 78?
78.
That would be Pointy. That is Pointy.
That'll be the one we probably spotted then, the aftermath of. Yeah, and again, like, that's the only penalty being handed out so far. There are another... there's quite a few appeared now. Hold on.
Okay, I'm listening.
There's another 10 to be reviewed.
Damn.
There's 23 in total. Yeah, so another 11 needs to be reviewed. Make that 12. Yeah. So, my maths was slightly off. There's a 39 in the pits. Who's that?
39.
That's Rayner.
Oh no.
So it's 25 actually. It's 25.
Let's just double check his car here. That looks a bit scuffed.
Yeah, so something's obviously happened. He's car 25. Let me see if there's an incident. Well, there is an incident. There's no mention of another car involved, but that's probably just the API not giving. The stewards will take a look at that. That's unfortunate for Mr. Rayner.
Yeah.
So
I like him.
This gap between first and second, Lars, is slowly but surely coming down.
We could have a good battle ahead of us.
We could, yes.
I hope we have a good battle ahead of us.
Yes, we have. So,
let's go down to... Let's get Chris Meadows some screen time. He deserves it.
He's under a little bit of pressure, isn't he?
He is the pressure, actually.
So Chris
you know what? That
Meadows,
sounded cooler in my head, actually.
Chris Meadows rates himself 6 out of 10 for the last round. Target for this round, no penalties, he's saying. And his favourite colour, what favourite is his favourite colour, do you think?
I'm gonna go with red. Wait, no. Green.
Oh, there's an Audi in the background losing it there. Who was that?
How many Audis do we have? That'll be 10 or Trudero? Yeah, that'll be 10. Kieran 10.
Yeah.
One of my favorite guys, too.
So Mr. Meadows' favourite colour is blue.
I had never guessed that.
Is there not a pit window tonight? I thought there was.
You know what? I don't see the pit window, but it should be coming up within 90 seconds.
Okay.
Give or take with my health math.
I'm expecting a pit window, so yeah.
As you should, because this is going to be a pit battle, I think.
Rayner's back out, by the way.
Yay, Rainer's back.
He's 2 laps down. His car's looking all repaired, but unfortunately, it means that he's still got his mandatory pit stop to do. But you never know. Keep going. Somebody could have a major accident, and you could still get some points. There we go. There's that pit window.
There we go.
Looks like there are some more warnings to come, but no penalties so far. Oh, no, as I say that, there is a 5-second penalty incoming for a car, and I will let you know who that is in a second.
Okay, cool.
88. 5 seconds to car 88.
Who else? Let's look at the list. That would be Hugo Sanchez. In the excellent Castrol livery.
Well, I don't have any facts about him, which is really annoying.
Nah, then it's just enjoy the car, I guess. I mean, I grew up with Gran Turismo, so I love Castrol liveries, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. The Supra, wasn't it? Was it the
Oh
Supra?
yeah, the GT500 Supra.
Yeah, it was the Supra. You could get that thing over to like 1,000 brake horsepower in Gran Turismo 2.
Yeah, it's one of the cars you can get up there, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The only thing was it's rear-wheel drive, so it was a little bit challenging to
That's an understatement.
Okay, so Paul Greatrix is still trying to chase down the leader, Mims Mams, but it's...
And why wouldn't he?
He's just gained half a second on him.
Ah, there could be many reasons for that.
Yeah, yeah. And Henley is sniffing right behind them as well, so...
I mean, Henley just has to stay ahead because he's 3 seconds ahead of Strom and Ryan.
Yeah.
There was a bit of place switching going on.
So Winter started 6th, didn't he? He hasn't made any gains.
Yeah, he started 6th. Strom started 7th.
No, yeah, you're right. He
yes,
did.
because my game says that. Balin Kishauer started number 20 according to my graphics.
Wow.
So that's a pretty good run.
Yeah.
Just for the new viewers, it's top 15 in every class that gets points. I don't think we ever mentioned that.
No, so there are points for each class up for grabs. There's a podium for each class as well, which I really like. So at the moment, Min Mams is... Oh, Greatrix is right. He's out making a move on Mim's man.
Whoa. Cameraman. Oh, I'm sorry we missed that, viewers.
I didn't.
Well, you didn't miss it, but...
But I don't really know what happened. Doesn't look like Mim's man made a mistake, but he might have done. I was also looking at another screen at the time, so yeah.
And Henley's looking to go past here.
Yes.
Let's go on board with him. Daniel Ryan takes the pit stop. I saw Rodriguez in there too.
Okay, so trying to get in early. This is the risk here is you end up in traffic. So I will keep an eye out on Ryan for you, while you keep an eye on that top 3 battle.
Will do, sir.
I just want to see... Well, he might actually come out with a bit of clear track ahead of him, because the last few cars are going past this. But there's another car ahead of him in the pits. That's car 40. So... 40? Yeah, it is 40. Who's 40? The leaderboard hasn't updated, which is really annoying.
Number 40 is...
So Ryan's out of the pits, and he's got a bit of clear track. Meadows is in the pits as well. Car 34, but he might not get out ahead of the leaders. This is worrying for Meadows. I think he's, yeah.
Well, there Henley goes into the pits. Almost crashed it coming in, actually. He took some very aggressive angles to go in there.
So Meadows is about to join the track within the top 10. So that's a bit unfortunate for him.
But that means Alvin Strom is currently leading the AM split class.
Very
AM
nice.
class in the silver splits. And this is his second event in the ACCSS.
Yeah, so our previous leader, Henley, as you say, is in the pits. Dahl is now in the pits as well. So a few drivers, but not that many, only a small number.
It will come.
Greatrix, that gap, the game is saying 700 of a second, but that gap looks closer than that.
You know, I can believe that.
So I think he's gained at some point. Oh, we've got penalties for car 73, 10 seconds for spinning car number 555.
That would be Florian Guldenditz.
And then...
and he would have spun Hemo.
Penalty for 418 incoming, also 10 seconds. And
Sorry, could you repeat that?
and in car 418 is about to get 10-second penalty
We have a
for
418, huh?
for forcing 25 off track.
Ah, yes, even spits. That would be one. Now, Grey 6 is coming in.
Right, so this now
This is going to be an important pit stop.
releases Min-Mams, doesn't it? So this, I mean, for those of you who drive ACC or might not drive ACC, the pit stops are a pain in the bum because
Yes.
it's very important to line that car up, but it's challenging to do so. I'm starting to get grips of it now in the Ferrari, but I had it nailed on the Aston. But because the Aston's right-hand drive and the Ferrari's left-hand drive, it's completely thrown me, Lars.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mimsman leading the way in pro, leading the whole pack, and then closely followed. Well,
is Grey 6 coming out?
Right. Okay. So this will be. So what will Min-Mams do? Do you think he'll stay out a little bit longer?
I think he's going to stay. He has plenty of clear track to do a few more laps. Is Grey 6 out now?
Let me have a look for you.
I think I saw him, but I'm not entirely sure.
Where has he fallen down to? Oh, there he is. 36. Yes, he's out. He's where is he? He's in the top hairpin, so he's coming down to Graham Hill Bend, corner 3. So what if you're Mim? The problem is he's got Ryan ahead of him. So Ryan's got ahead of him, and so is Henley.
We're just gonna go on here with Moral, who is in a lot of traffic. Meadows ahead of her.
So I don't know. So I don't know. Great Tricks has lost out in the pits. So
we will see. Just being absolutely sure. But did he lose out to Henley?
He's lost out to Henley and Ryan.
Oh, let's just see if I can get him on here. If I can find him.
28th.
Yes. Henley is 26, Ryan is 27, and Grey 6 is 28. So that's actually almost the reverse order.
Yeah. That's big. So something's obviously not quite gone right in the pit stop for Mr. Great Tricks. So yeah.
Yeah, see, I think
I'm gonna as asked in the chat, I will keep an eye on Winter because the man's got some pace. He has got some fresh air in front of him. You keep an eye on the big battle.
Yes, I will.
I will also. It looks like every other incident for the stewards is either warning or no further action, which is good to see. There's a warning coming for car 888. Winter goes. He runs wide in the final corner, but he's going round once more.
I would have imagined that Mimsman took a pit stop now, but he didn't. We got a yellow flag on the track.
Yes, we have.
Did you catch that?
Yeah, I don't know where. It's gone now.
Rayner is in the pit. I think that was intentional, though.
Yeah, well, he was 2 laps down after the big damage he repaired earlier on, so maybe he's given up, or maybe he's clearing his mandatory.
Whoa, there goes a shingle. And there's Moral, and there's Strum. The traffic has actually begun for real now.
Yeah, so Winter is now starting to catch car 10, 285, 53, and a couple others in there. And he's also got Nearguard not too far behind him as well. So it might be a good time to think about pitting. But if the cars ahead decide to pit, then he'll just keep on going.
Oh, we got some drama going on, actually.
Oh, Moral's gone off.
Yeah, Moral went off, and Elvin is trying to ramp the lead steward, actually. This is going to cause some drama. And there goes Shingle again.
Is that 12 and 285 by any chance? Because it's just come up on
Yes, it is.
And
yes,
it also needs to be looked at for car 98 as well. So,
Strom is. Elvin is 17, so.
Okay, so Winter.
He might be youthful aggression. Mims stays out for another lap.
Right, Winter's now hitting the pit, so that's a smart move. In he goes. Yeah, great entry.
There he goes. Yeah.
And he's
Elvin stays out.
Right. So, Min-Mams and Strom still haven't pitted, have they?
No, they have not.
And Bunatix is in the pits as well with Winter. And so is Gardenstig. So this is, where's Winter? Sanchez is on his way out of the pits. Where will Winter?
No, yeah, there are two Sanchez's. That's what I'm confused about.
I hadn't even clocked there were two of them.
Yeah, what? Yeah, one of them is with the man with the big name.
Right. So I'm keeping an eye.
Oh, Minims is hitting traffic, I think. No, he isn't. That's me being blind.
So no, Mimsman's is looking pretty good right now. So
Yeah, not much
Winter's
traffic.
now leaving the pits, and that currently the leaderboard says he's in seven. Oh, Budasix is right behind him. Budasix has
Oh, that's a good
had a
one.
great pit stop. Ryan as well. Ryan's just got past Winter, so that puts his Greytrix further down to 9th currently. So he's lost it
Greytrix did
another.
not have a good pit stop, and here now it's some violence time.
But I don't think he's got any pace at the moment because he's fallen off the back of Henley,
Whoa.
and actually Ryan's behind. Hold on, this is really confusing.
Yeah, it
Ryan
is.
is behind Greytrix now. Sorry.
Yes, he is. That much we agree on.
Yeah.
Oh, Mimsman is pitting. We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
We just have some cold tires.
Tom's continued on. He's got Voiture behind him there. As we look at the man with the coldest name.
That is a very cold name. Oh, there's a car.
Yes, it
That
right
was
up the
Davis
back
on the
line.
off track. And some Daniel Ryan traffic.
Yeah.
And
So,
Strom has gotten a
what-
penalty. Update me on that. Oh, he's gotten 2 penalties now, actually.
10 seconds for car number 12.
Was it for hitting number 98?
Turn left and makes contact with car 285.
Oh dear. Well, Elvin, go enjoy your 10-second penalty, I guess.
So Mims Mams,
He is
Fine.
out and leading.
he's back basically, yeah, because the two guys ahead have got to pit. Henley in second, Greytrix in third, Ryan fourth, Winter
So-
fifth.
I guess the conclusion is that Great Six lost around 5 seconds.
Yeah, so but he's catching up with Mims Mams, so he's 1.5 seconds behind. So we might have a showdown. Pow pow pow!
Pow, pow,
Showdown!
pow. Real Western stuff.
Yeah.
So Strom is in the pits and he'll be serving 10 seconds in the booth.
I think Lunatics has come out a winner in this batch because he's now 1, 2, 3. He's fifth.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, and he's right behind. He's applying pressure to Winter right now.
I mean, if he can keep the track going on.
A wobble from the Booner.
I mean, he just wobbles a lot, that Bentley.
The Bentley Booner. We'll call it the Bentley Booner.
I can live with that.
Yeah, he's right on him.
I think
But
he's
if you
fast.
think
I think he's
about-
faster than Winder.
Yeah, at the moment he is, yes. Now,
Jack with the defensive line.
Strom's in the pits, so is Juan. So Strom will sit in the pits for 10 seconds to clear that penalty before the pit stop can begin. And falling down the order they go. Both of them.
That is life. Also life wobbling.
Hold on. Henley's in the lead. What the hell's happened here?
That actually happened, I think, a lap ago. I think Mimsman just let him past.
Oh, Greytrix has got past him as well.
Whoa, okay. Now that's interesting.
How have we missed that?
We're not very good at our jobs.
Oh, I wish we had replays. Right.
I wish we had that, but we don't, because that's really difficult. And yes, if Lunatic seems familiar, it's because he's the guy with the YouTube channel.
He's making a move. He's making a move on Winter. And he's made the move stick. Oh, he's gone wide.
No,
He's
that
gone
has not
wide.
sticked. That has not sticked.
He's gone wide. Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought he'd done it. Oh.
But he's trying again.
Yeah, this is the closest battle, I think, out on track.
It certainly is the most interesting. And no, Julian, you can't say sticked.
So, pit window closed.
I think everyone took their pit stops, so
Yes,
no
they
alarm.
did. Well, Strom's still in the pits. He's leaving the pits now. Oh, no, he's having problems with the pits. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I think he just
Oh,
disappeared on my display, actually.
he's going backwards and forwards. He's having problems in the pit
Uh,
stops.
I cannot find the guy on my. There
Car
is
34.
34.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, car
12.
12.
Alvin is
Yeah, that's
12.
weird. I don't know what it said. I swear it just said 34 against him for me. I meant position. Sorry, that's why I was
Yeah.
getting confused. He's too
So
late now. He can't stop now. The pit windows. So Shungle's out. Both Shungles are
no. He
out.
can still do the pit stop because he's in the pits at this point.
Yeah, but it's not. It's
No,
not
it still
working.
counts. It still counts.
Yeah, but it's not. Well, you're listening. You're not, Lars. You're not listening to me. It's not working for him.
Yeah, but he can
So
still take the pit stop if he makes it work.
Shungle and Shungle are leaving the pits. Bunatix is still behind Winter. So Henley is pulling away from Great Tricks. So we've got
All
an
according
Am
to plan.
absolutely bossing it right now. But he's coming up to a back marker, so you never know. But this battle here is looking strong.
It is.
Oh, Winter
Whoa, okay.
gets a little bit of a wobble on, losing a little bit of speed. There's a 10-second penalty incoming for car 43. Don't know why yet, but there is also a 10-second penalty for car 212, which is Wells, and that is for hitting car 98 in turn 2.
Huh.
Yeah, car 43. Who's 43?
He's in the pits. I saw him there. 43. That is Jonathan
Jungle.
Schungel. Oh, you're having fun, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, loving this. Okay. How's the battle between Bunatix and Winter? It's looking strong still.
It is a Cold War so far.
Okay.
If we just gonna go,
Another relatively close battle is Ball and Hawkins out on track, but this is the best one.
They're not in the same class though.
No, but
Golden Stick is behind him though, but that could be something.
it could be. But I mean, just because they're not same class doesn't mean that Dahl feels faster. He has every right to make that move.
It does, yeah. As we see Henley
But,
here in Lonely, he's riding into the sunset.
He is indeed. I mean, for me last week, when I was in race 2 for Paul Ricard, my qualifying was pretty bad. I qualified 24th, but for the AM split, I got 3rd and 2nd. So race 1 3rd, so race 2. But in race 2, I was being hunted down by a very, very quick pro. So I just let him pass because when he was hunting me down and behind me, I was losing time to an AM car behind him. So let him pass and then kept up with him and found my pace again and managed to gap the other AM behind me. So there are times where doing that makes sense, but you don't have to. If you feel like you've got the pace on the other car, just stay ahead or make a challenge, because at the end of the day, what you got to remember is Henley. I know he's winning the race. He's a few cars ahead.
Here, I think it's coming in a few seconds.
Oh yeah,
Jack is having some wobbles.
So on the inside down the start-finish straight, he's got to have the inside for Paddock Hill Bend. Will he be able to? Will they both hit their braking markers?
That's stuck.
They do, but Winter's now got the inside line
That's
again.
close. That's close.
Oh no!
No! Oh, that's a bad moment for Stefan. Was it a touch?
I'll have a little...
The angle didn't exactly wasn't exactly conductive to see it.
No, I'll have a little. I have a feeling it looked like Bunatix moved over, but I mean, again, it could also be a lag thing. So, but
it could be. I'm not exactly in a position to say. I said we don't have replay, I'm afraid, but
yeah,
there could have been something there.
Yeah, I'm gonna just.
Meanwhile, we're going to cut down to Brian Dell, who is actually taking on Daniel Ryan for the second position in the AM split.
Oh.
You sound like you're having a thought.
Yeah, do you know what? That's hard to call. So I can see that the stewards are looking at it. It's been picked up by the boss man, but the problem is that Bunatix is about to run out of road, and Winter hasn't left him anywhere to go. So as the rumble strip starts to come to an end, he wants to come back on the track. Winter's not giving him that room, but Bunatix is ahead. Part of me says it's probably Winter at fault. We shall see if the stewards agree with that assessment.
Yes, and we will keep you updated on that, of course, as we are. Well, Dal currently has Ryan's number.
So Henley is on the final lap. Bunatix is under a bit of pressure from Kiss. How did Kiss get into 6th?
You know what? That's a good question, actually. Let's go on to him here.
How did that happen? Again, what have we missed?
I don't know. He started 20th, and now he's here. And I don't get it.
He's under pressure from Dahl.
Yes, and we just had that, but I can only be this many places at once.
That's fine. I'll keep an eye on that while you keep an eye on the Kiss battle with Bunatix.
Number
Actually,
8,
probably
8,
want
9.
to look at Henley. He's coming into the final corner. He's coming out to cross the line, Henley.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations, Ollie Henley. That is a win.
Yeah. And then Greytrix next with a back marker front, and Min Mams for 3rd, which is decent podium. So Greytrix on the top step for Pro, Min Mam 2nd, Winter on the podium as well for Pro. So here we go. Car number 18, 10-second penalty, which is Winter. So that would take the podium away from him, and I think that is the right decision.
Not being able to see it, I will go with that judgment.
Yeah, so...
And Kiss has gone past he went past him on the last lap. Sorry for missing that.
That's all right, that's okay. And there is an incident for car 136. Who is that? That is Luca, to be investigated after the race.
Very well.
Yes, so maybe another penalty incoming for somebody at some point. So, yeah.
But we feel pretty confident about the top 3 here.
I feel pretty confident about the top 3 for Am. I mean...
yeah, I can imagine that.
Obviously going to fall down the order once the session's over.
So that actually puts Kiss in the P4, yeah.
Podium. Yeah. Which
right.
is,
yeah.
Strong, because he started what...
Yeah, Strom had a big one, but he also had the pit mistake. Bug, whatever. Right.
Kiss, that's really good from Kiss. He started 20th. That's brilliant.
So, Paul.
Yes.
We're just gonna cut to commercials, so to say.
Oh, good. P-break. Love it.
Yes, we'll be back in a few minutes. Normally there'll be a driver of the day vote, but we've decided that Kiss is winning this one. He gained 15 positions. So just hang tight, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
I think I'm losing it. Tell me where to go, what to do. I think I'm losing it. Tell me where to go.
So
There you go. I forgot to put on the sound.
oh,
So,
that
as I
helps.
was saying, you're committing a fashion crime.
Not at all. It's all for
Yes, you
the
would.
it's all for Christmas.
That
It's
Christmas
all for
spirit.
Christmas.
That
It's all
Christmas
for the Christmas
spirit.
spirit. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, that was a stressful race.
Yeah, to a degree. I mean,
It felt stressful.
if you're Min's mams, you'll probably be a little bit disappointed because you started on pole,
Yeah.
and fell back to fourth. Also, Winter, I think, will be overall pretty pleased with his performance, other than the collision that he caused, perhaps. Bunatix, I think, will be happy with his performance. His other
But
half, probably not so much.
he could have done better, but that is life.
Yeah.
I mean,
Strom had some kind of issue during
he
the
had a
pit
lot of
stop.
issues, yeah.
Ended up with a disqualification.
But I'm
because-
surprised that Greytooks actually came back after losing 5 seconds in the pits.
Yeah, he obviously has some pace. We didn't see what happened in the pit stops because it's hard to have eyes absolutely everywhere. But there you go. The session has now ended. So the leaderboard has updated. So Henley pole, Greytrix second, Minmams third, Kiss fourth, Bunatix fifth, Winter sixth, Hawkins seventh, Dahl eighth, Ryan ninth, and Futcher rounds out your top 10. Now that means your pro podium is Henley, and then second, but all the way down in Am pole,
Yes.
first position on the podium is Henley, and then
Mhm.
all the way down in eighth is Dahl, and then ninth Ryan, and then Greytrix, Mams, and Kiss are the podium for the pro split.
Yeah.
So
Really have to
genuinely
say,
some great racing,
yeah.
and I think we were both pleasantly surprised about the first few laps as well.
You know what? 1 or 2 touches. That is a lot cleaner than I expected, but
Yeah, just want to bring your attention to the fact there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instances to be investigated after the race from race 1.
any race leaders or
Honestly, it's hard. It's just car numbers I see, so
right.
it doesn't look like any of the top. Oh, actually, there's a cut. It might have been after the race.
I'm
but,
just gonna cut you here. Hello,
might have
Balin. Paul, shut up, Paul. Hello, Balin Kiss. Welcome to the stream. You absolute race winner.
It might have been after the race, as I was rudely cut off.
It wasn't rudely.
Oh,
I'm just
being
also
told-
just gonna reposition you on my screen here, as we are waiting for the next race to come live on the server.
So yeah, it's taking a bit of time to move over to the next session.
It always takes a few minutes.
So will we see a clean start that we did in the first race?
I don't think so.
Often the way between race 1 and race 2.
I'm an optimist, but I mean, that was a what's the appropriate English term? I was gonna say a white whale of sorts, but what is it called? But once in a blue moon. That's it.
So the cars.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Lining up.
We are going back to a track here. That is the wrong video. There we go. It is gonna be another dry day.
Yeah, with a little bit of cloud this time though, so not as warm. Track temperature 22, so it's dropped to what, 8 degrees.
So someone's gonna get caught out, I guess.
And it's 7 o'clock, so you can have a bit of low sun as well at certain points around the track. So that
We got a few minutes.
causes some
We're just gonna go sightseeing around the track, I think.
Can you share what your?
You know what? Yeah, I forgot that. Sorry. I had to go get your pretty face on the camera. There we go. Big zoom. Just look at how much landscape they have. And that city right next to the whole track.
Yeah, so the track's in. It's not a city; it's a town, West Kingstown.
Same thing to me.
Yeah, it's not much of a town. It's a very, very small town. It's mostly just houses, but there's not There's a few shots, but not a lot.
It's a few shots.
It's
It
quite
is a
close.
pretty track.
It's 15 minutes from the M25, if that actually. Branch Hatch. But
I don't think we can see that, but I'm surprised how much we can actually see.
oh yeah, you can go off into the distance as well. I love doing this with the maps.
Yeah, that's good. There we go. We are at the absolute corner of the game.
Go to the edge. Yeah, there you got to try and find your way back.
And that's easy. I'll just follow the M25. And then I'll get to a town, and then I'll get to the graphics.
There you go.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, you're gonna have some fun. If you go into other tracks like Hungaroring, they have a water park and everything.
Yeah, some of the detail
there we go.
in this game is unbelievable. The only thing that freaks me out about this is when you're on free cam, all of the spectators follow you.
Do they? Let's
Yes, if you go into the spectators,
let me just.
you got.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Those are 2D
they-
sprites.
They look at you. So when you
Yeah.
move, they're all facing you, which is a little bit freaky. So yeah,
Yeah, that's a 2D sprite. That's the same issue with Doom, right? The old
right.
Doom.
Yeah.
Let's go to
But I
the
guess
car.
you generally aren't looking at the.
If you are, you're doing it wrong.
They haven't put the go-kart track in, have they?
I actually think they did. I saw something over here.
No, to the left. It'll be to the left. Go left, left. That's it. It'll be round there somewhere where you're looking. No, they haven't put it in. Now there is a tiny. It's not a very good one. It's a tiny, and there's also now a race room place at it's kind of like where the grandstands are on the start finish straight. There's shops underneath those grandstands.
Ah.
So those buildings they're the hospitality buildings, but there, and then the go-kart track. So the building that Pentagon type thing is called the Pentagon. Funnily enough, that's where you can go get some hot food and drink. And just around there is where the go-kart track is. It's just not a very, just little go-karts. But yeah, I've been to the track way too many times. So
I can imagine.
yeah. So 20 seconds remaining until the
I'm gonna
formation.
not break the whole thing as I try to go back to a camera.
There we go.
Hope you're enjoying the sightseeing.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed that. You know, something a little bit different to eat away at the time.
Gotta have fun once in a while. Gotta have fun. So, same grid as the last race.
Yeah,
Same people with the same penalties.
Shattery in the pits. Does he have to start from there again? I didn't.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
And Wells,
both races.
Okay. Both
And
races. I
it's the
thought
same
it was
with
only
the
one.
it's the same with the grid penalties.
Luca's also in the pits.
That there could be many reasons for that.
That could be.
He could just have forgotten to press drive.
That could be it.
That has happened before for some reason.
And that would be silly. But at the same time, could work out well. Especially as we know, in the first race, it tends to be the cleanest, and then people get a little bit more carried away because it was a clean couple of first laps in the first
Lucas
race.
in the chat. Lucas in the chat, and it is as we predicted.
Forgot to hit drive. Okay.
Oh well, there's always next time.
So you're going to start from the pit then? Hope so.
Well, I mean,
Was chatting in Discord. Well, that will teach you if you're not paying attention,
Yeah.
won't it?
we live in a
There we go.
society. Pay attention.
Lesson learned. I hope. He's a very, very naughty boy. Right.
We just see if there's anyone else in the pits. Wells, obviously. Hamo rolling around as you should.
Causing trouble at the back, I think. That's always.
I mean that's how you do it, you know.
Race 2. Hope it can just be just as clean. And can Kiss have just as strong performance in race 2, do we think?
That's a good question. I mean,
Meadows
P20.
will want to do better, and so will Rayner.
Alvin will want to have a race where he can actually pit the car, and Serenity will have a race where she doesn't crash.
Yeah, Serenity. Yeah, I think she'll be disappointed with that. Started 5th last race and fell all
Completely
the way back.
disappeared actually.
Yeah,
Alright, we're gonna
so
put the
she
camera on
finished,
Henley.
36 in the last race. So
Not ideal. Hasn't been her season so far. And I
no,
had such big hopes for her because she won last season.
just shows you the step up, and you know what? It might take a season or two for her to find her footing amongst this class, and
I
that's
guess.
that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, it's what's it called? It's how it is, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Obviously
let's
got
get
the
hype.
talent. Anyway, yeah,
Let's get hype. I say that as I almost fall off my chair. And we are green.
we are green. So
Some
boom, six,
bunking, some touching between greetings and mims.
some bonking, love it.
That is the technical term, sir.
It is looking clean-ish at the back. I think that might. There was a car got a little bit of a wiggle on, but it didn't.
I see
cause-
yellow flags on my screen.
But there's nothing really going.
Oh, here we go.
no!
Here's the
Here we
bunking.
go. Yeah, and I think the cause of. Oh, and there's more.
That was, I
downhill
think it was
bend.
Kevin 10 actually. I'm trying to get confirmation of
Yeah,
that.
I think it was tan. It looked like a good. So the cars here to me, aren't taking enough care through the yellow flags here.
Yeah,
there's a
because we have rules
drive-through-
for that. We
there's
have
a
rules about that.
drive-through for Olivia Hamu. So he has a drive-through given by the game.
That was probably starting too quickly.
Mims Mams anyway is still in the lead.
Yes, and we can now actually leave the helicopter camp because we can. Great thing.
Which has had a strong
there
start.
you go.
Fifth.
It's the same 5 people again. It's actually the same 4 people who are now charging away.
But this is what we. So maybe the Porsche like immediately is able to get those tyres where Mim Mams needs them to be. Oh, the Lexus of Henley.
No!
Oh, he
Both
runs wide
AM
into
cars.
Hill Bend, and Ryan
And that was all them.
that he has followed him. That sometimes that happens when a car runs wide.
It's one of those mental mistakes you
Yeah.
make. I made it myself, you know.
Focused on the car ahead, you just follow them like a train, which is a shame because that pushes the race leader back down the order for this race. And he's got Winter all over the back of him now, and Ryan Ware is on the back. Sorry, not Ryan Ware.
Alvin.
Mr. Ryan is all over the back. Oh, Alvin, sorry. Winter's third, so I'm getting the cars mixed up because the colours are very
I'm just
similar.
gonna make a quick cut here. Kiss is up to 13th already.
Wow, another great start.
How does he do it?
I don't know, and he's trying to make a move here, isn't he?
It certainly looks like it.
So he's got Roundtree ahead as well. I've got a feeling that's. Oh no, he started 13th. So
Yeah, he has actually lost position. Gordestick, I'm gonna go to him. He has gained 4 positions from the start.
Roundtree has gained positions. He started 13th. So
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was thinking about Dell, something. Alright, Mimsman is sort of pulling off. And Winter he has the draft, I think.
yeah, well, we saw this last race, so we'll be interested to see whether we see a repeat of race 1. And these 3 are pulling away.
But then we have a whole train of AM cars. 4 of them to be exact. Morrill, Henley, Strum, Ryan.
Yes. So can Morrill keep it together this time? That is a big question. That is the question. As she runs a little bit wide there, which gives Henley a look on the inside. Oh, she's a shame down to the straight, but that Lambo's got some. Oh, she has
Elvin.
eased off a little bit. Right,
And
so
I think there's some collision here. Elvin and Ryan, I think.
penalty 15 seconds for car number 8.
We are
And
getting
that
a
is
quick.
banned.
Paul, we're getting some information that the pit wall is not showing race 2. If you could touch that quickly. As I think Winter just made a big cloud of gravel.
Oh, it's giving me an error. Okay, hold on a second. I'll have to come out of the server and back in by the looks of it. So bear with me.
We will bear with you as Strum is looking very much on the butt of Serenity. That sounded wrong.
Looks like it's dropped for whatever reason.
Whoa, there's a move. There is a move. We are almost... Yeah, Serenity dropped 2 positions in that move. Slip coming out the last corner, and... Well... Almost touching Ryan. No, that... Ryan or Hawkins? No, that is Hawkins. Losing a lot of time now.
Okay, so pit wall should be up and running now, so thank you for that notification. So that's now, the live timing is back. Yeah.
So, Henley has gotten some air now. Serenity has lost all of the air, as we just see Hawkins in the background making a mistake.
So Mims Mams is being caught by Great Tricks, as we saw in race 1.
Indeed he
But
is.
this time round, though, Winter's in a much better position.
He is if he doesn't hit anyone.
Yep. You know, Henley, who won the race 1 overall, is behind him and might lose out. So, yeah, some more penalties incoming. Car number 78, 15 seconds.
Oh, that's a big one. 78, that is a familiar number. That is Pointy in the vegan car.
Pointy, yeah. Hasn't been applied quite yet.
What did he do?
He brakes late and hits car 983. And then causes 3 cars to spin.
That's a big
blocking
one.
the track.
Tan has gotten 15 seconds as well.
Yeah, that was the one we mentioned earlier on before I had to drop out to reset the... so for hitting car 112.
Lots of violence going on.
Well, considering, again, they're the only 2 penalties I've actually been handing out. The rest so far are warnings or racing incidents. So,
We're lucky.
not too bad.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, so that's the one we were just expecting.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
When did Winter lose 5 seconds?
Oh, Henley's got past it. What the?
Yeah. We look away and...
And Strom's got him as well. Right, okay, let me go and find out what happened there.
Let's do that. And pit wall, that's... Pit wall is permanently broken again. I don't know why.
Oh, it's showing 45 hours. I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah. That is definitely weird.
But that means Henley is actually catching up with Gratix. Could we see a repeat of last race?
Winter went wide into the corner before the back straight.
Well, that was a stupid thing to do.
So that's why he lost that. Pit window is open. Try to fix the pit wall. Wow. So you're on your own just for a second.
Yeah, we're just having a quiet moment of introspection as Hodge is looking all over the butt of Hawkins. I say butt a lot, but it is the right word.
Twice in one sentence, didn't you?
I may have. Alright, Henley has gotten past Greatrix.
Which was inevitable.
It was, yes. So it's looking like a copy of the first race.
Yes. Yeah.
Only this time Strom is actually still competitive.
Well, I think he was last time, but he had an issue.
And a penalty. Issue and a penalty.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you can keep it clean.
Right, Greatrix goes pitting already. He's looking around. Dal is pitting. Yatke, Daly, Sanchez.
Quite early.
It's a fair point. I mean, why not get it over with?
Okay, well, I don't know why it's doing the 45-hour thing. That's a bit odd. but
That is odd. That
I
is the
can't-
problem with software. We're not entirely sure of how it works yet.
Well, no, it literally it's just using the app to connect. It's not there's not much more to do, but we'll report it to the people who make the software and they can take a look. Okay, so penalty for car 888, 10 seconds for an unsafe rejoin. Sorry, 88, not 888. I got a little bit carried
And
away.
that makes
there
more
with the
sense
eight.
because 88, that's another guy, isn't it?
Sanchez, yes. Car number 8 also gets a 10-second penalty for pushing car 78 off track. And car 161 also getting a 10-second penalty as Henley and Ryan are both in the pits. And so is Godstug.
And Rodriguez. According to
So-
my display, at least.
So Minmam, Strom and Winter leading the way.
Greatrix is back out at P29.
Is it clear where he is, or would you say...
No, it's pretty clear actually. He has several hundred meters. We have someone off
Oh,
track though.
Yellow flag, 89, that's Daly,
Ah,
coming down Paddock Hill Bend.
Daly, who is P38 so far. We haven't actually talked about his livery because it's his Fiat, but it's a Mercedes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. Another guy we haven't talked about, Ridley. Got penalty, I don't know why, but he was a bit of a no-show in the first race, like completely gone.
And
Also,
we do know
more yellow.
why.
Hang on, more yellow. 47?
161 hit car number 8. That's why he's given a 10-second penalty.
Well, we have a missing car, so...
So Will Minsmans keep the lead of the race. He's just gone past Van Gastel as a back marker. Will he be able to get on the top step for this one? What do we think?
It's possible, but, I mean, we've been surprised before today.
Yeah, Moral's doing much better this
Oh,
time
yeah,
round.
let's go look at her again.
Let's hope that she can.
Well, she has to keep Hodge behind her for starters.
Yeah, she is under pressure. But that Lambo is fast down the straight and it's wide. Oh, but he's got Sanchez behind him. Is he a lap car? Or
Yeah,
is he...
he's a lap car, yes.
Yeah. So
Sanchez
Yeah.
took a very early pit stop. As we just see, that I believe that's Winter making another dust cloud. He makes quite a lot of those.
we've already seen him. Oh, and there's a car, and that's Dahl, and spun. He's reversed into the barrier.
What is his position? No, never mind, I found him. Number 28. And that is not a good position to spin.
Well, nowhere around here is particularly great.
That's true, but this is very bad.
So we've got Fotcher leaving the pits. There's a Shungle.
So that's the fourth different version of his name where we're saying, whoa, there Dell just went. I just clipped away from him.
Penalty. Car 602's just come in. Unsafe rejoin, 10 seconds.
602?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be Jonas Nergård in P19. Can you tell me if someone hit car number 55 just now?
Yes. But I don't know who. It just says car 55. It sometimes does this. It only gives you the one car.
Yeah, because I think he was hit by someone lapping him.
Right, okay.
I mean, he was definitely hit by someone, because that was a... Suddenly he was just sideways. And Windman is now in the traffic. Well, everyone is, to be honest, but...
8, just under 9 minutes of the pit window remaining. Strom has closed up a little bit to him. It's probably because me and Mams, as you say, has hit that traffic.
They are not actually racing each other than for the bragging rights.
Oh yeah, that's...
Although bragging rights is an important thing. Don't make any mistakes here.
Strom goes into the pits.
Let's see if he... he could have gone faster. Let's see if he actually sticks to pit this time.
Yeah, I think it was the game bugging out on him last time.
I mean, if he's running manual ignition and he doesn't know how to turn it off, he is sharing rig with his father.
Yeah, but,
But that looks much better, actually.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, Winter and Hodge also in the pit.
Okay, so he's...
Which actually puts Balint in third right now.
It does. Good spot.
Which that's a high position.
He's got a Boonatics behind him, but I don't think it's for...
Is that... No, Boonatics is over a lap down.
26th position. What's happened to Boonatics? Penalty, 5 seconds for car 177. Contact under a yellow flag into a parked car. So didn't take care under yellows. An incoming penalty for car 889 for 5 seconds, hitting car 89 in turn 1.
That is Balin we're looking at right now. He's going to get a penalty for hitting Daly.
Yeah, something's happened to Boonatics in this race.
No, I think he took a pit stop. If I can just get on display, you see, yeah, he took a pit stop.
Yeah, but he's further down than I would expect him to be, even after a pit stop. He's got all of those cars ahead of him. Spitz, Van Gastel, Goldenitz, Rodriguez.
I suppose that's true.
He was, what, 5th or 6th before the pit stops?
Yeah.
As the man in third hits the pit kiss.
And a man in first, and a man in third, and...
Oh, yes.
And fourth.
Sikansky.
Which means Martin Roundtree is now leading. At least briefly.
With a Boonatics missile nearly changing that.
Yeah, don't get hit by a car that's behind you. That's that'll make you sad.
The times on the pit live have sorted themselves out, so that's good.
That's a miracle.
Yeah.
Of the cars that has done their pit stop, it's Henley, Ryan, Greatrix, Strom, and Winder. And they're now passing the car that are in the pits.
Okay, so...
I'm just going to mention a name we don't mention often. Jesper Eriksson. Sorry?
In the background there, when you were looking at Henley, there was a car that had gone wide into Paddock Hill Bend. I didn't see...
The track map does not exactly suggest that someone is missing.
No, but there was someone wide just as you cut. It's all right. It's just... okay, no more penalties coming yet, but there are a couple to be investigated. So I'll keep an eye on those for you.
And here comes Roundtree into the pits.
So Henley is leading the pack of those who have pitted now, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
And Min Mams, who's he got all over the back of him again?
That'll be Greatrix. Oh, they have come out just...
Yes,
it's the reverse one, actually, because... Mims has less time this time.
Yes,
that came out wrong, but...
So Mims, obviously, has just come out. His tyres won't be up to temperature. Greatrix will need to try and make this move.
Also to the point, Ryan has better tyres than...
Yes. So Greatrix looking on the outside, but that's the long way round. But then he cuts back. He does an Alonso on him. Look at that. He's got the inside line there. Mimams has left the door open into Paddock Hill Bend. Ryan is all watching this from his position.
Mims just taking the safe route here.
There we go. His tyres won't be up to temperature. Can Ryan make a move as well? He will take at least another lap for Mams to have them where he needs those tyres. We're right on board.
And buddy, we got the great angle here.
Right, yeah, we have. Yeah. Riding on board with Daniel Ryan, car 114. He's in the AM split. He's currently in third in the AMs, chasing down 2 of the pro drivers.
And of course, Ollie Henley, who is leading the AM split.
He is, yes. But actually, Ryan's actually in second, because Luca has to pit still. So he hasn't cleared his mandatory pits with 3.5 minutes remaining on the clock on that. So Luca, currently in the way, needs to still clear his pit stop.
They are definitely going balls to the wall now.
So can we keep it together here? Can Ryan? I think now, his opportunity may have passed. Minman's tyres will now be up to getting near the right temperature that he needs to be getting the best optimum grip out of them into the final corner. And they're still keeping Paul Greatrix honest as they go down the start.
Now we have
Yellow
a.
flag for car 33.
Can I interrupt you? Who is the guard pitted in the? There's a yellow flag in turn 5, I think. Who is
Car
it?
161. Yeah, it's just parked on the side of the road.
Yeah, he's been. Sorry, that's Adam Moreno, not the wrong guy. And he just left us a second.
Ridelli, sorry.
Yeah, Ridelli is definitely parked. We're gonna go back here again already. No, that's the same situation.
I don't know why he's not quit and gone back into. He's just causing a yellow flag there.
Maybe he's a parent. Your kid starts shouting. I don't know. And here it comes. Mims is on Paul's wheel again.
Making a move down the long straight into the right-hander. It's funny how this race is turning out, pretty similar to the first one, but
in reverse order.
Yeah, but he lost a bit of time there. So I'm just gonna go onto the steward sheet.
As we go past the man who's making a dust cloud. Luker is in the pits, which means Ollie Henley is once more leading the race.
Okay, so I've just advised the stewards that 161 is causing the yellow flag, so hopefully they'll get onto that.
There is a reason why they call you Paul the Snitch as Mims goes wide again.
And Ryan now gets a look. Can we go on? That's it. Can we go on board with Ryan?
You certainly can, if you give me a second.
They're coming up to the yellow flag, so technically you shouldn't be able to make a move here.
I think it's one of those only technically situations.
So Luca is finally in the pits, falling down the order.
It was nice seeing you, but we'll see you next week.
So Henley, again, as in race 1, is leading the way and he's in the AM split, so he's faster than the current pros around here. And it might just be one of his favourite tracks. I mean, you'll get it, at certain tracks, won't you? Certain drivers are better, but not only that, certain cars perform better, don't they?
Well, there is the constant debate of the meta in the game.
The what in the game, sorry?
The meta? Meta, I don't know how to pronounce it. The talk about the game, because the Porsche is the fastest on most tracks.
Yeah.
Also, the pin window has now closed.
Okay.
Also, I'm gonna go look at the Ridelli, because he's still in the track. Now he's actually left.
Car 161's been disqualified.
About time, perhaps.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not allowed to bring my opinions, I know, but...
Okay, car 78 is to get a 15-second penalty, but it looks like rear-ended car 789, but then has left the race.
Well, he'll still get a penalty in the long run. Mims is back on Greatrix.
Yeah, so this is close here. I don't think there's any. You've got Shunga all over the back of Roundtree, but that's a battle for 12th and 13.
Yeah. But now we're coming to
really
traffic. We're coming to traffic as someone just. I think that was 10 going way wide there.
Yeah, he's gone on again. So Leonard has got past Roundtree, just to let you know.
Very well.
A battle for 12th and 13th.
Not that we don't like them, but I believe second and third is more important.
No, that's it. Just keeping our viewers up to date with what's going on in other parts of the circuit.
Yes, we are certainly customer-minded here.
Yes, indeed. And we've got a bit of a battle between Ericsson, Bunatix, and Wells at the moment. Well,
Where
actually,
are they actually? They're far behind.
Bunatix and Ericsson. Yeah. Oh, Bunatix gets a bit of a
Oh,
slide
where
on.
is he? Where is he?
20th at the moment. So Bunatix and Ericsson. I have a fact about Ericsson actually. We haven't seen.
You know what?
We haven't seen.
Yeah, we've been busy. Go for it.
We haven't seen Ericsson. Where is his fact? I've just bloody lost it. Here we go. He gave himself a 5 out of 10. He said, not a very good quality. Turned into an all right race 1, but I then messed it all up with a massive crash on lap 2 in race 2 that ended my and others' race. Target for round 3. I was surprised to qualify for the Pro Silver Split to begin with. I know I'm not one of the fastest guys, but after another a couple of okay rounds, I would be happy if I could stay in the top 10 of the Silver Pro Championship, and his favourite colour is orange.
What, not
There you
yellow?
Well, no. No,
Okay.
it's not yellow. No.
Anyway,
Lunatic really trying to get past him, though. But there we go.
Mims has now lost second again, so we'll go back down to Brunatix, I guess.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He's got Ryan right close. We'll keep an eye on that gap there.
2 people,
we look
2
at-
sets of eyes.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So, yeah, I've got the leaderboard up in front of me. So Bunatix is flashing his lights, trying to apply some pressure.
He's very happy about flashing.
It's one of those things. You just got to learn to cope with it. Just laugh it off.
Defensive
No.
line. Wide
Oh,
line,
good line.
and Brunatix goes past.
He does indeed. Makes
And Hugo Sanchez is coming up to capitalize, although he is
Yeah, so he's lost.
very far down.
He lost the momentum there because he clipped the grass, didn't he? And that really has a knock-on effect for the remainder of the lap.
Speaking of laps, Hugo Sanchez goes skydiving. Or,
He
not skydiving, what am I saying? He's going rallying.
rallying. Yes.
That's the one we're going with. Oh, I'm gonna go.
Sikansky is all over the back of Hodge for battle for 10th.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Sikansky.
Yeah, 11th, currently 11th. Again, I think that's the closest battle out there at the moment. Just good to give some of these guys a bit
Yeah.
of airtime.
They deserve it.
They do. I do quite like the split livery. I know it's
That's a nice one,
Xbox,
yeah.
which is questionable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not
But-
gonna judge him, you know.
but I still quite like the green and the black contrast, like half and half. Though it's not down the middle, is it? I think that's probably done on purpose. But I was taking a look at the liveries earlier on. There were some crackers. There were some.
Oh, it's great. Rodriguez is. Nah, I thought he was catching up to Roundtree, but he's already past him, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah. Afraid so.
Now, Alvin Strum, however, he's looking at Ryan, and he's looking at him hard now.
Is he? What are the lap times? They're looking good.
They are both at 122, 124.5. Ryan has lost a few seconds in the last couple of laps, though.
Yeah, so it looks like Strom did a 125.1 and Ryan did a 127.3. So, probably had a moment, I'd imagine.
It is very easy to have a moment on this track.
It is very easy, yeah. I do.
You know what surprises me? No drive-throughs for track cuts.
Oh, Wells has just had a moment. Oh, yeah, no, that's actually quite impressive. Because, like I say, I tend to get one coming out of Graham Hill Bend, but I wondered if it might have
It's
been
easy
because
to
it's
cut some
also-
corners here.
It is very easy to cut corners here. As Hodge and Sikansky and Shungal are in a three-way. That sounds wrong.
Yeah, it does.
Leonard's really caught these guys up quickly. Leonard has pace. There's no question.
Yes, but can he
man
actually
has
keep it on the track? That's the question.
Yeah, and when I started driving at ACCSS in season 1, I thought he was one of the better drivers, but he seems to have, rather than pushed on, seems to have gone backwards, and so does his brother as well,
I mean,
Jonathan.
to be fair, they are busy making a lot of back stuff, behind-the-scenes work.
So Serenity Moral is now in ninth, so she's fallen back during the whole pit stop, so we've obviously missed something. We've under a minute of the race clock left. These guys are catching her. So
We'll see if let's see if something happens. Let me know when Henley is about to cross the line.
we'll do. So I
As we
think
see Meadows in the chat. What are you doing
we'll
here?
we'll get one more lap after this one. So he's crossing the lap with 30.
Oh, and there goes the Xbox.
Right there, he's on the final lap now.
Sikansky just went off-road.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
And that
next
looked
Shungle
very much unprovoked, so there's that.
so that releases Shungle to now go over after Sikansky.
No, Sikansky went off-road.
Oh, sorry, I'll get confused.
Yes,
right.
you do.
It's the leaderboard hasn't updated yet, so he's chasing down Hodge now. That's weird. My leaderboard was really out of sync for a moment there.
It always is. Alright, we're gonna go back up here to the final one, because Mimsman is probably gonna do something drastic here to get Greatrix.
I don't think he's close enough to do anything drastic though, unless
You gotta believe, man. You gotta believe. You know, believe in the heart of the cards, you know.
he has closed up though. He's now right in the back of him. I mean, that gap has dropped from 800 a second to 600s. As Henley is heading towards the final corner.
Alright, let's go on with him, our doubles winner.
So
I think it's a doubles.
Ollie Henley winning race 1 and race 2 for a double victory.
That is how you do it, and it's gonna be a repeat of the podium again. With Greatrix and Mimsman on second and third.
And then Ryan coming across the line for
Where's
fourth,
Strom
that's second
hot
in
on the
class. And Strom fifth for third in class. That's good going.
And Gordestig is one guy I'm gonna point out because he has actually gained 7 positions.
Okay, a late penalty coming for car 112, 10 seconds.
That
That's
is Trujillo way back.
Yep. Yeah.
Hawkins into grass.
And there's a couple others being looked after. One of them between 136 and 418 for investigating after the race. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So always fun here.
So someone's asking a question about custom liveries in chat. I believe custom liveries will be allowed.
Actually,
Next
it
season as well.
won't if you paid attention, Paul. They won't be because it's a bunch of hassles.
Right. Okay. No.
It sucks because I like it, but that's life.
Yeah. I mean, the way that we've been trying to kind of make it simple is only for the broadcasters. So
And even that was difficult.
yeah, it does
Right.
have its challenges.
While you contemplate life, let's discuss who is the driver of the day. And we can leave that this time it's going to be a vote for the viewers.
Great stuff. That's how it should be. Not
Hey,
a
Kiss was the right guy. Anyway, P1 for Ollie Henley, P2 for Greatrix, and so on.
Minmams 3, Ryan 4, Strom 5th, Winter 6, Guardsteg 7th, Hawkins 8th, Morrill 9th, Hodge 10th. They're the ones you can vote for.
Actually, you can vote for everyone. Just type into the chat. Go wild.
Couple of votes for Strom there. One for Ryan.
Rolling for Phils, that's a bold move. Yes, I vote for the commentator as well.
Which one?
Not you.
The better one.
No.
The
Not
one
you.
in the crypto jumper. P4 again. I think it's.
That would be Ryan, yeah.
Yeah, it's Ryan.
The nutty foreign run. Okay, that's me.
Oh well, yeah. He's definitely nutty. I'll give you that.
I'll take that as a comment. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and call the driver of the day vote for Mr. Daniel Ryan.
I don't think there is an evaluation races for next week.
No, but next week again, I think.
There is there?
I believe so. Actually, no, I think they did make a evaluation race. We're gonna check because we're gonna go back to our post race cam. Just give me a second to put you on the monitor, you sexy beast.
I am a sexy beast. That is true.
That is indeed what you are. So it wasn't a lot of work to make this podium screen because It's 95% identical with the previous one. So
Yeah, it's been
yeah,
been a couple of good races there, and
we had fun, didn't we?
in the grand scheme of things, relatively clean as well.
Very clean, actually. We had some
And
good clean racing and no
I'm
no
not sure.
shenanigans.
I'm not sure how it compares to last night. think
Wasn't
think it might be.
last night a bit more of a?
I think it might be cleaner. I haven't looked at the steward sheets from last night, but let me do that now, and I will tell you. Yeah, if you look at this screen, I did
While
have
you
a
do
little
that, I'll just confirm that we actually have what's
driver
called
day.
that we actually have evaluation races. We're just gonna confirm that.
Okay, so if we go to season 3,
Just
we
looking at my
go
phone
to
here.
the and then we look at Brands Hatch for last night. Was it cleaner or was it?
So on route currently.
Sorry. Oh no, definitely not. Yeah,
No.
yeah, definitely not. Yeah, the silvers tonight have shone a bright light, and we're definitely cleaner than the AMs. So yeah, well done, guys. Great racing. Well
So
done.
yeah.
And hopefully the pros will be even better again tomorrow night, which we've done for the last couple of weeks as well, which is great. Which is
We'll
the way
see.
it should be.
Where
Which
is
is
it
the
where it should
way.
be? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So great
Yeah.
stuff.
Evaluation
Absolutely
race on Monday.
awesome. I did see some chat about it.
Yes, it is. And if you like sort of Corsa, on Tuesday we have our Audi TT Cup,
Nice.
which is a fun car actually.
And don't
But
forget you're doing the SEC tomorrow as well at
I
2
was
o'clock.
gonna mention that.
I've led you into it. It's all right.
Yeah, sorry. Tomorrow, Solo Endurance Cup. Me and Gareth are casting 2.4 hours of Silverstone. One man, one car, one
Yeah.
race.
So 3 leeches. You know, if you like listening to Lars, then you'll get 2.5 hours of him tomorrow.
I'm
And
the
that
funny
doesn't
Northern one.
that doesn't include qualifying. So if you think about it, you got 3 hours of him. I know.
Oh god.
I know.
Well, I am the naughty foreigner.
Well,
So,
yeah,
any takeaways from today's races?
what do I take away from it?
Yeah.
I think there are obviously some winners and losers.
You don't say.
Which is a given. I think Serenity Morale will be disappointed with her performance. I think Bunatix will be disappointed with his performance in race 2. I don't know if he got collected at some point, but he had a much better race 1. I think Mims Mams will be wondering where his pace went.
Yeah.
You know, and Henley for the AM class will be will be pleased as punch with his performance against the pros. So that might be a one-off. We don't know if we'll see a repeat next week in Suzuka.
Yeah,
So,
the season finale.
yeah, Suzuka.
I mean, all the
So
3 guys we expected to do well in the pro split did well, so the championship should be pretty open.
And also, don't forget in qualifying there were quite a few of the AMs high up as well, so that caused
A
a bit
lot
of
of them
at the start. Yeah. So yeah, some good quality racing. Not necessarily many overtakes, but you don't see that around Brands.
It's a difficult track after all.
It's exactly that, and it's normally when someone makes a mistake. And I think again, Jack Winter will probably be a little bit disappointed to throw away a few positions. You know, missing his breaking point. Luckily, he didn't hit a barrier or collect anybody, but I'm sure he'll be kicking himself a little bit with that.
Yeah. So
There
yeah.
you go. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know if you have anything more under the agenda.
Don't forget, as if you missed the start of the stream, simracing.gp is where we host our races. They've recently did a press release, so go and check out their website, simracing.gp. Also, there's a news article all about it at racedepartment.com. That's where our races are hosted. That's what gives us the ability to do these events. So do go and check them out and join the waiting list.
And don't forget that we have the Solder 3 hours on the 2nd of January. Our very first team event. 3 hours, 2 to 3 guys, still just one car.
I won't be racing. I'll probably still be nursing a hangover. So,
me too, probably, but I did promise to commentate it.
Okay, good stuff.
So yeah, I think it's about time to call it an evening then.
Yeah,
Didn't
it's
we
been
have
good
fun for the past 2.5 hours?
We did, yeah,
Yeah, we
we did
did.
indeed. I hope the viewers did too. So yeah, and if the drivers watch it back, again, sorry for butchering your names.
Yeah, I mean, we did 4 different versions of Alexander
Oh yeah, it
Fichter.
changes every time. Even though
Yeah,
I've listened to how to pronounce some of the names, it just doesn't stick. So
and a big thank
sorry.
you to Julian in the chat for being a good moderator.
Yeah, thanks, Julian.
Yeah, you're
You,
useful.
you
We
very
love
good
that.
bot, you. Yeah, well done.
So yeah, we'll see you next week, same time, and we'll also see you tomorrow, twice actually. And that'll be all. Thank you.
Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Start ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero. With fearless thoughts, emotions swirl. I wanna